I have completed my assignment. I'll show it to you now. Can you please verify each question and explain to me why my answer is correct or wrong?
Okay, I understand. Please show me your assignment and I will verify each question and explain if your answer is correct or wrong.
I've shown you 1 through 4, so you can start.
Okay, I see the first 4 questions of your assignment. Let's start with the first question. It asks, which of the following is a disadvantage of recurrent neural networks? Your answer is difficulty accessing information from many steps back, which is correct. This is a known problem of RNNs because they struggle to retain information from very distant steps in the sequence, which is also known as the vanishing gradient problem. Now moving on to the second question. Can you tell me your selected answer?
It They can process sequences of arbitrary length.
Okay, for question 2, you answered, they can process sequences of arbitrary length, and that is correct. This is a key advantage of RNNs over fixed window models. For question 3, you answered, store long-term information, which is also correct. The cell state in an LSTM is designed to store long-term dependencies in a sequence.
Is
Question 4,
question 3, the store long-term information, is it a solution to the vanishing gradients problem which you said above?
yes, you're right. The ability of the LSTM cell to store long-term information does help with the vanishing gradient problem because it allows information to persist over many time steps without being lost as easily.
Okay.
Now, moving to question 4. You've selected backpropagation through time, which is correct. Now we're at question 5, where you need to consider a simple RNN. It says the input vector size is 3, the hidden state size is 4, the output vector size is 2, and the number of time steps is 5, asking how many parameters there are in total. Your selected answer was 90. Could you explain how you calculated that?
No, actually, my selected answer is 42. I did that based on the input vector size is 3 and there's 4 hidden states, so you need 3 times 4 weight parameters, and hidden to hidden you'd need again another 4 times 4, and then the output you'd need another 4 times 2. So all of that together, and you'd need biases. So that's how I came up with that number.
Okay, so let's break down the calculation. You correctly identified that you need to calculate the weights for the connections between the input and hidden layers, the hidden and hidden layers, and the hidden and output layers, plus biases. For the input to hidden layer, it's 3 times 4, which is 12 weights. For the hidden to hidden layer, it's 4 times 4, which is 16 weights. And from hidden to the output layer, it is 4 times 2, which is 8 weights. You also need biases for the hidden layer, which is 4, and biases for the output layer, which is 2. Adding that all up, 12 plus 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 gives you a total of 42 parameters, so your answer is correct. Now let's move on to the next question.
Do you see the next question?
Yes, I do. The next question asks about the time complexity for processing a sequence of length n by an RNN, given that the input embedding dimension, hidden state dimension, and output vector dimension are all v. What answer did you select?
ND squared. Is it ND or ND squared? That's my doubt.
Okay, the time complexity is ONV, not ONV squared. The RNN processes each of the n steps in the sequence, and for each step, the operations are proportional to the input, hidden, and output vector dimension v. So it is n times v. So in this case, ONV is the correct answer for question 6. Do you want to move on to the next?
Yeah. Move on.
Okay, for the last 2 questions, what are your selected answers? I'm ready when you are.
1 and 2 is the selected answer for 7th one, and for the 8th one, it's 0.00235, 0.04, and 0.95.
Okay, for question 7, you selected I and I, which is correct. Sequake, 2 seq models are indeed always conditioned on the source sentence, and the encoder does compress the input sequence into a fixed size vector representation. For question 8, you selected the first option,
Yeah.
0.00. Okay,
That is
great. And that is the correct answer for the last question. The attention scores you selected are all correct, so you did a great job on this assignment. Is there
thank you.
anything else I can help